Hi friends, welcome to my channel, and this is part 14th video in mastering Hyper-V on Windows Server. And in this video I am going to show you how to create switch embedded teaming, which is known as a set on Hyper-V host. So if you are creating your Hyper-V cluster on Windows Server 2025, this is the only way you can create your a hyper-converged infrastructure basically, which supports the Hyper-V host. So just to give you background what we have, so we got our Hyper-V host server. On top of our Hyper-V host server we have two physical NICs, so NIC 1 and NIC 2, and by creating team of these two NICs we will create one set switch, switch embedded switch basically on a Hyper-V host. On that on that switch we will create few virtual NIC, basically, which is for management and live migration, and that switch set switch is going to be consumed for the virtual machine to have a traffic enabled on the virtual machine. So this is the architecture which we are using and which is recommended in production infrastructure also. And if you have more than two NIC, physical NIC, you can follow the same steps to create a set team switch for the more than two physical NICs. So mostly minimum requirement, I would say you should go with the two NICs, and if you have four NIC, this is going to be perfect. So for production, I recommend to go with the four physical NIC, and these four physical NIC needs to be identical. They have to have the same OEM, same bandwidth and same configuration, same driver and all those things. So those are the prerequisites. So let's see what we have in demo environment. So before that, we need to understand what is SET. So this switch embedded teaming is a software defined teaming solution which is introduced in Windows Server 2016. So this is available from 2016, but however this is now being mandated to configure on Hyper-V server on Windows Server 25. So by using this this is a virtual switch. You can create a virtual NICs for the management OS or VM and connect them to that switch, which I have explained here. So we are running virtual machine, and we have created virtual NIC also to consume everything, VMs and production traffic, live migration traffic, everything from set switch. And it's typically used for high bandwidth NIC, example 10 gig and faster. So in production you should have a 10 gig minimum to support, basically support your production requirement. So I'll recommend you use minimum 10 gig. However, you can create switch with the set switch with the 1 gig network also. Unlikely legacy team, which is load balancing and failover, which operates at the OS level, set integrates teaming functionality directly to the Hyper-V virtual switch. And by using this eliminate the networking layer, and set only supports switch independent mode. So when you are doing this, you need to make sure your ports which is configured at the network switch level layer, it has to be switch independent mode. And while the traditional NIC teaming offers three teaming mode including LCP, set teams, all NICs are always active and no standby. So there is no standby. Whatever NICs you are going to consume in set is always going to be a active mode. Unlikely traditional networking, you have a option to set the standby members and all those things. So those things are not available in the set teaming. And set enables NICs to run as a converge, supporting both regular IP traffic and RDMS traffic also. And set supports Hyper-V virtual switch extension, enabling advanced feature like NIC virtualization and hardware-based offloading, which is hardware-based offloading is one of the thing which you can enable for better stability. And sets provide simplified management by creating both team and virtual switch in a single integrated construct, reducing complexity. So set is very easy to create. It is only few line command, and if you go to Microsoft website, you will find the basically PowerShell script to create the set. So I'll explain. We are going to configure this through PowerShell only, PowerShell script. So this is on the IP address configuration concept and configuration. So in last video we have created our failover cluster, but I do understand while creating a cluster I skip few things maybe which I want to explain here in on the networking concept side for the Hyper-V host and Hyper-V cluster. So we got four NICs. So the first NIC is for domain and management network, which is going to use for Hyper-V host management, and second is a storage STG network, which is going to be used for storage connectivity, and heartbeat, which is clustered heartbeat network, and live migration, which is going to be used for live migration. So in last video, I have created my failover cluster by using three Hyper-V hosts. So in this video, what I'm going to do, I'm going to reconfigure the host 3, delete everything switch, and then we will create a switch in set network configuration again, and we'll see how we can bring this host in the production infrastructure once again. So this is my demo environment. So I got my domain controller, storage server, and three Hyper-V hosts, which we have used in last video. So I'm going to destroy basically network configuration on host 3. So let's do that. So I'll go here and open the PowerShell ISC as an administrator. And to do these configuration changes, you require a local administrator rights on Hyper-V host. So now I'll go ahead and open my script, which is saved on desktop. So network clean reset. So what this command is doing, so this is getting the infrastructure network adapter information and removing the VM network adapter, and then this is removing the switch also. So if I go and show you what is the current switch we have, so if I go here, you will see Hyper-V host 3. If I go to switch manager, you will see I have set hyphen switch, which is created by script. So I'll go ahead and delete this, and also this will delete all the VNICs also by using this command. So we are going to delete the switch and also all the NICs. So I'll go ahead and run this. If you see this this command is executed, it's given some error, but anyways our this is a simple two-liner command. So if I go and show you now, my all virtual NICs are deleted. So we got only physical NICs now available in the our server. So NIC 1, NIC 2, and our STG network, which is for storage. And if I go and show you what is on Hyper-V manager, so you will see here on the switch Hyper-V manager, we don't have external switch, our set switch also. So this is good. Now if I clear this and just go ahead and add my Hyper-V cluster network setup script, and this is my script. So again we got two NICs only. So in the physical NIC I have added NIC 1 and NIC 2, and if you have more than two NICs, you can go ahead and add a NIC name here, and then the switch name which you want to create, and then the parameter variable for the IP address configuration and live migration IPs, and the prefix and live migration subnet, and this all things about. So in the first from here, this is all variable only. From here we are starting our script. So in the very first task, you will see here we are creating the set switch. So for set switch, if you see here, we are creating the switch get set switch, and then new switch, and then we are passing the parameters. A variable is basically switch name and physical NICs, and we are enabling the embedded teaming mode true and allow management false. We don't have IP address on this, and management bandwidth weightage. So this will create a switch, and then in the next thing, which is second part of the script, we are basically creating VNICs and applying the weightage. So we are creating NIC with the vNIC hyphen management, vNIC hyphen live migration, and heartbeat, and we are giving alias name management, live mig, and heartbeat, and then we are assigning the weightage of this. And this is the script which is creating basically virtual network adapter for us. And then we are renaming these at the OS level, and we are putting our names as per our requirement. And again, this is taking the uh, alias, applying the alias basically. And then in the fourth phase, we are configuring the IP address. So if you see management, we are setting the management IP, and then prefix, and then gateway, which we have already provided in the this what do you call, in variable part. And then we are setting the DNS from variable, and then live migration and gateway IP address. This does not require a gateway, so we don't have gateway configured. And then the final thing is NIC level IPv6 disabling. So this is what the script is going to do. Now if I go here, my host is still up, but if I go to network connections, you will see here it got NIC1, NIC2 and storage. However, it should look like something like this to be identical. So storage network, heartbeat, management, and live migration, which is also available in host 1. So this is how it should look like. So now I'll go ahead and create the switch team and configure the IP address as per this this script. So I'll put this script in the script link in the description and also in the pinned comment. So if you want, you can go ahead and bring this script. So I'll go ahead and run this. So now you will see this is creating the switch and then adding the resources. Post that it will perform all the steps. So now if I refresh this, you will see V Ethernets are created and does not have IP address, and soon it will rename the OS network adapter, which is running the next step. So you will see the alias name is going to be applied. So you will you can see the alias name is applied, and also this is configuring the IP address. So now you can see the IP address is also applied. So this is good. We have successfully created all our virtual NICs and then applied the IP address configuration. Just to validate this, I'll go ahead and click on management. You can see the IP address configuration, everything took from a script. And if I go to live migration, it should not have a gateway, so it has only IP address and subnet. And you can verify for heartbeat also. Heartbeat you can see from here, it got heartbeat IP also. So this looks good. Now if I go to Hyper-V manager and under the virtual manager, you can see all our switch is created. So this is good. Now if I go ahead and create a virtual machine, how you can assign this virtual sys to your VM. So I'll go ahead and create one VM. Let's call it test VM, and next generation 2. I'll assign the memory, and you need to select here set hyphen switch. And now let's go ahead and just finish this. So now I have a VM created on my Hyper-V host, and if I go to setting, you will see here the set switch is assigned. Now if you want to put this virtual machine in some specific VLAN, let's say 102, you can go and put this virtual machine in VLAN 102. So it will now going to be tagged on VLAN 102 only. So and also if you want to do a bandwidth management, you can do the bandwidth management also. So overall, this is how you can create a set team on the Hyper-V host for Windows Server 2025, and you can assign to a virtual machine with this specific VLAN and all. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe me for more videos. And if you have any query, any question related to this, you can always post me on my giveaway IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.